everyone. Welcome to Toy Break, episode 288. I'm Aileen.
88? I'm George.
88 miles per hour?
We're going back to the future in this episode.
Except we're not. In case you're wondering, Toy Break is your weekly internet show featuring news and reviews all about the wonderful world of toys, including,
Don't look at
but
me,
not
look at
limited to, I'm telling you.
I already know.
You've never seen the show, so
oh,
I
yeah,
wanted
that's
to
right.
tell
What
you.
is the show about?
Including but not limited to designer vinyl, action figures, plush, collectibles, events, whatever we can bring you in said wonderful world of toys. That is what we aim to do.
If you hadn't re-said included but not limited to, would you not have been able to finish it?
No,
like, do you
I don't
have
think
to
so.
hit the certain key phrases?
I think it's like stuck in my head and I say it in my sleep in a certain way.
Included but not limited to.
Alright, well let's start as we always do by thanking our site sponsors like Tomonosuke,
Art Attack Toys,
Suburban Vinyl,
Vinyl Riot,
Dragatomy,
Button Lab.
Tenacious Toys.
Why do I always have to say Button Lab? I hate saying the word button.
What's wrong with Button Lab?
I don't know, I don't like the word button. DKE Toys,
3D Retro,
Happy Panda Toys,
Victory Deluxe,
and Frombies.
Yay, thank you to all of our site sponsors. They help keep the site running, lights running, tapes running, everything's running.
See that light over there and that light over there?
They can't see it.
Oh yeah, we can see it. Thank you.
We also have a few donations to thank people for. Thank you so much to Emil from California, Thomas from New Mexico, DonkeyJawProjects.com from Connecticut, Garrett from Texas, Richard from the UK, Matt from New Jersey, Jillian from Canada, and Carson from Missouri. Thank you! And happy holidays!
Still no Idaho. We got no viewers in Idaho. We have
How
to
about
up
all
our
those
Idaho.
wonderful viewers we have in all those other states?
Those are awesome. I love all those people.
Well, you know what? Stop focusing on Idaho.
But I want to know, like, what do we need to talk about to get an
obsessed.
Idaho viewer?
Mr. Potato Head.
All right. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to research Idaho. Figure out what
Let's
we
get
need
Sarah
to do.
Jo on with her Mr. Potato Head collection.
Done.
Would you like to tell us about any contests that
Sure.
we
We
have
have a custom Genie Stroll contest. This is a hand-painted custom OMFG Stroll. It is made by Dan Brodzik from Floating Eye. You can win it by heading over to the forum, and all you have to do is post what you want for Christmas or other applicable holiday.
That easy.
Applicable or applicable?
It's your choice.
All right.
Dealer's choice.
Deadline is Christmas. If you don't know when that is, look it up.
December
Oh, do work, son.
25th. Come
Fine.
on. Come on. All right, we've got some news.
All you people in Idaho that don't celebrate Christmas, heathens.
Up first, Galactic Holiday Outer Spaceman, of course made by the Four Horsemen and customized by Knee Stuff. You can buy them individually or you can get the whole set for $200. You can get them right now at storehorseman.com. I believe they're starting out with 20 sets ready to go, and if they sell through those 20 sets, then they'll start filling orders as they come. Period. That was the end of that sentence.
Okay. Hey, you're going to talk about this. Awesome. Mystical Warriors of the Ring. These are by Fantastic Plastic. There are 3 new colors. Hey, well, would you look at this?
What?
This is something I was going to talk about as well. 3 new colors. There's a pearl blue, glow in the dark, and black.
Ooh. And actually that pearlescent blue.
Pearlescent blue, sorry.
I'd hate for you to shorten it, and that's incorrect.
Actually, I don't know why I'm opening those. I really want to see these pearlescent ones.
Yeah, but glow in the dark.
So check these out. Look at that color.
Oh, that's pretty.
Really shows the detail off really
Really
nice on
shows those
these.
gorilla nipples.
Girl nipples. Gorilla nipples.
Oh, that guy's rad in pearl.
Yeah, very cool. So wait, do we show where these come? So TrueCastStudio.com has the glow-in-the-dark and the blue. And you can get the black over at jayscdandhobby.com. And these are all, it's $9 a set for the blue and the black, and it's $10 for the glow-in-the-dark.
Yay!
And,
You know, I've played with this guy a dozen times, and only looking at him in the pearlescent blue did I notice the little spiders.
oh yeah,
On his knee
knee
pads.
pads, that's cool.
I've played with the red and the flesh since they've been out. Isn't that funny?
I like this guy's
See,
little
new
flat
colors
top.
bring out new details.
Yeah, like really shows his little flat top hair off really nice.
It does.
And go support the guy who's getting in on an exclusive, like the store, JCD and Hobby. It's always cool when stores will back small projects like this. We always appreciate it with the OMFG line. So, you know, definitely go support and pick up the black over at JCD and Hobby. It's really cool for them to do.
This is kind of weird, but like, you know how sometimes different types of material feel different? It's not a big difference, but this pearlescent feels really nice and like slick.
Does it feel like you can feel a difference?
Yeah. Just like so minute.
I think that's in your head.
I think it's in your head. This is like when you have two people that want to be the same character in Street Fighter, so they just become like the different color, the alternate version color.
That's what it is.
Anyway, there's more news. Robert Burden has several of his amazing large-scale paintings available direct to you from him. So if you're interested, he has several things like that. He did that like big giant Batman painting. They're based on old toys.
Yes,
and there's
we've
a
shown
foot
these
soldier
before on
and a
the show.
Krang. We're big fans of his work, so we thought we would pass it along if anybody is interested. You can contact Robert directly at toybox@robertburden.net and check out his stuff.
And if you want to buy something, tell him you saw it on Toy Break.
Yeah, that would be rad. There's also a graduate Kickstarter show. Graduate show you can help out on Kickstarter for none other than Mattstar 102. Do you remember Mattstar 102?
Never heard of him.
Yes, you have. You know why you've heard of him? Because he was the fantastic animator of our DesignerCon commercial this year.
Oh, I heard of that guy.
You have. So he's working with his fellow university students to raise money to take their graduate design show to London's New Designers 2014.
Oh, that's fun.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So you can help out these up-and-coming designers, and you can pledge for postcards and prints and other stuff
now?
on there. Yeah, it's up right now.
Oh, I'm going to have to go check that out.
So
I love Kickstarter.
help some guys get their stuff to the design.
I've
new
seen
design.
a lot of
London's
students-
New Design.
I've seen a lot of students putting projects on there, and it's kind of fun because I remember back when I was in college and had no money. But imagine if you had a really cool idea and you were able to like raise funds while you're in college to be able to do it. That'd be so cool.
That would be amazing.
It would have been awesome. There was guys in my class that would have been able to do some really cool things.
Maybe they're doing those cool things now.
They are. Some of them own effects studios.
We'll see. There you go. All right, well, that's it for news. How about some blind box?
Let's do it.
Do you guys know what time it is? Blind box time!
Blind box time.
All right, so today we have...
Oh, look, Lego minifigures.
We've had them before, but
A million
I have a
times.
bunch and I can't get enough of them. So, Lego minifigures series 11. What are we gonna get today? I still want the Scarecrow. I want the Scarecrow so badly.
I don't think I have the Yeti yet, so I still want the Yeti.
Okay. Yeti and Scarecrow. Make it happen.
Ooh, mine's for Christmas. Can you guess what I got?
Santa Claus? Gingerbread Man. Elf. On the shelf.
He's not on a shelf yet, but he's just an elf.
But you could put him on a shelf, which
guess
would
you could.
make him an elf on a shelf.
But he wouldn't
I
make him the
got-
elf on a shelf.
There's only one elf on a shelf?
I think so.
How come there?
I don't know too much about that elf on a shelf thing.
I think the
I
elf.
see it all the time on like Facebook and all those places.
I think the elf watches what you do and then reports it to Santa. Oh, that's crazy.
That's adorable. Look at this little present I have.
Oh, a Prezi.
He's got a present and a
Look at his little
little bear, a little happy guy.
So I got this guy, who's like a little native, like he belongs at the
Tribesman.
tiki room.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also do this,
Whoa! What?
the mask, because usually things go on facing down. This guy's mask goes on facing up. Oh yeah, and his hair even fits.
That's cool.
Mask.
And his face actually looks through the mask.
That's really neat.
Clever planning.
Clever girl.
That's awesome.
Well, since it was that awesome, let's open 2 more.
Oh, good. I want the Yeti. I'm saying good. Like, it's good.
I didn't believe your oh good. It sounded a little insincere.
You always think that.
Well, you always sound insincere.
I got a Blues Brother.
Oh, me too.
Elwood. Did you get Jake?
Then I must have gotten Jake. If you haven't seen the Blues Brothers, go watch it.
Well, you need 2 Blues Brothers when you get this. That's pretty cool that you got
Ah, I wonder if there's... Are there black little kid legs? Because I could put one of them on little kid legs. And then it would look like the Blues Brothers. Ah, hilarious.
2. This is weird. It looks like it's made to hold that, but it
They
doesn't.
kind of both just look like Elwood. What doesn't hold what?
Oh, it does. I was trying to put it up too high.
Think.
If you just take these off, you got cool Blues Brothers figures. That's fun.
I like these.
Yeah.
Oh, I like throwing them at you.
Still no Yeti.
Still no Yeti.
Maybe next time.
All right. Good job. All right. Reviews.
Reviews. Okay, so before we get into our big review down that we're gonna have,
Review down.
it's
like a hoedown, but less hose.
Little review.
What did I just say?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm ignoring it.
Like you do most of the time.
This is the Ion figure by Matt Walls and Turbo Pistola, and this is the SpankyStokes.com Red Edition.
How come it's red?
I don't know why it's red.
Is it only theoretically red?
We will find out soon. This is by Any Old Lion Toys, and this was the DesignerCon release, debut at DesignerCon, and I believe you can get these at SpankyStokes.com right now. They were sculpted by Sikaluna Kobu.
That sounds good.
I think manufactured by Velocitron. So go ahead, open it. Here,
Do I have to save it?
No, cut the...
Here, you cut. Cut me, Mick. Nope, not theoretically red. Actually red.
Actually red. Now, this release on SpankyStokes.com, they're blind bagged with the custom header, and they have done a little something special. They've teamed up with Dodger, the authorized bootlegger, to create the resin Strollbot 2.0 head, and each figure comes with its own Stroll head that actually fits the Sofubi figure.
Booyah.
They're $25 a bag.
Look at his little bear head.
Now these are not only is the Sofubi like 5-inch Sofubi, it also has there's 7 different heads, 2 different bodies and torsos, 2 different shoulder joints, and 6 different hands. Everything's interchangeable. You probably use a hairdryer.
Oh.
Because it's probably pretty.
That's got a really big base.
Yeah. So we'll use a hairdryer afterwards, and we'll change it out. But look at that! You get the little Stroll head on there.
A little special custom Stroll head.
The reds don't
How much
quite
was this?
match,
25?
but it's fine. It's cool. Yeah, $25. And
Not
I mean, it's got a
bad.
lot of articulation. It's got.
I'd pay $25 even without the Stroll head.
I think you do on other sites.
Oh,
probably.
well, boom, Stroll head for freezies.
That's a cool gun arm, too. Look at that.
I like the size of this figure.
So go pick these up. You can go to SpankyStokes.com. He's got that little section at the top where his store is.
Excellent.
For exclusives. Go check it out.
Fantastic. All right, so what did we do this past weekend, George?
We went to San Jose Super Toy and Comic Book Show.
We did! So there were 240 tables of vintage to modern toys, comics, collectibles, artists, video game memorabilia, and more.
Wowzers.
Wowzers indeed. What did you think of the
Or oodalali.
show? It was an oodalali. What did you think of the show?
That was from Matt.
That was our first time going.
It was interesting.
It was a toy swap meet, and that's, I don't know, I grew up going to Frankensons down here,
Right.
which is basically, it's an indoor, like, twice a week toy swap meet.
I feel like this was a little bit different than Frankensons. Frankensons have
But
vendors.
it's that same idea of, like, a swap meet. Frankensons is a different
But I feel like the
style.
people at Frankensons have, like, these are our prices. If you want to buy them, here they are. This place was like, you can
haggle at Frankensons. You just
can?
don't like haggling.
I don't know. But
I've
these guys, I
haggled.
feel like these people were more willing to get rid of their shit. They were just like,
Well,
please,
this show
I
only
don't want to
happens
have
twice
this.
a year.
Okay.
Frankensons happens twice a week.
Yeah, so they don't care if they don't get rid of it because someone will come in later. But these people were like ready to deal. They just wanted to like, they don't want to take their stuff home. They got all this stuff sitting around. They don't even, some of them don't even know what it is. They're just like, please just buy this thing from me.
All right, well, we got early admission. We got in there crack of dawn for us, which is 9 a.m. And let's show the fine people. Actually, this one I did not get there, but my friend Roger gave me an Ewok Pez. So thank you, Roger. Yay. But then what did we get at the show?
Well, some of the stuff I was just going around getting like random figures. Like here's some old He-Man stuff, some broken junk, other Ninja Turtle stuff. So I got a bunch of stuff like that, and it was like, you know, here's a cruddy old He-Man for $1, you know, that kind of thing. So that was the stuff I was on the lookout for, as well as a couple other things that we'll pull out as we go. But you want to show off what you got first?
I got a Battlestar Galactica Viper Hot Wheels because I had never gotten it before for some reason. And I saw it and I was like, hey, I don't have that.
Hey, why does that say $15? That looks expensive for a swap meet.
It does look expensive, but I said, hey, wasn't that 10? And the guy was like, I'm giving it to you for 10. And I was like, thank you.
Nice.
So I got it for 10.
One of the things that I saw was an old Alias figure that I had worked on years ago. And I saw like there was a little price tag on it, and it was kind of up in the corner, and it was up on a shelf, and I was like, $5. I was like, I'll take that for $5. And after I paid the guy and took it down off the shelf, I walked away and I looked, and it actually said 15 on the price tag, but he gave it to me for 5. So I don't know. I wouldn't have paid 15, but 5 is great.
This is awesome. Would you like to see my Viper?
Look at how terrible this looks. But yeah, this is awesome.
Why'd you make it so terrible?
It was a difficult time.
That is a Colonial Viper from Battlestar Galactica.
Is this like old Battlestar Galactica or new Battlestar Galactica?
Well, technically they're in both.
Okay.
But old. It's old. 35th anniversary? Yeah, 35th anniversary. Gosh, 35 years. Woof! Now I need a 2-scale Daggett to hang out next to it.
I don't know anything about this, so...
There's a monkey in a dog suit.
Awesome. That's a great looking thing.
All right. I only got one other big thing at the show, so do you want to show one of your things?
Yeah, I'll go through a couple things. I found this, and I actually just put it in a frame, but you can kind of see it here.
Amazing.
This is a Master of the Universe from 1983 picture disc. So that's a record in there, folks. Record. It's like CDs, but bigger. Laser discs without the movie.
That was a terrible comparison.
It's actually two-sided, and if you want to see the other side, go to my Instagram, @GeorgeGaspar. I put them both up there. But I've already put it in a frame, so I can't show you the other side right now. But it's kind of cool. One of the other great finds I found, it was like this Ziploc baggie with like just this pile of stuff, and it was marked for $5, and I was like, how about like $3, and I'll give you half of it back because I only want 2 of the figures in there. And the lady was like, all right, $3, and she's like, but keep all of it because I don't want any of that stuff. So I got 2 of the old Food Fighter guys. They don't have any of their weapons, but I loved playing with these guys when I was a kid.
I knew their names.
So I don't remember. It was like...
It's like Fry Guy.
Sergeant Fry and Choco Chip Jerk.
I think it's like Private Fry, wasn't it?
I don't know. I had them when I was a kid. These are 1988 Mattel toys. And I don't know. I thought they'd look good on the shelf.
But what else was in the bag?
Also in the bag were these weird McDonald's, like... This is a little McDonald's, like, pull toy where his little, like... thing goes out when he's... I don't know, that's dumb. Who wants that? And then these 2 like Transformers. It's like a sandwich with a helmet.
I like the fake Transformers from McDonald's.
And like, so they transform into...
From a sandwich into
into a sandwich.
Except really, it's still kind of the same thing.
Remember when rollerblades were really big back in the day? Like that's
no.
what... I don't know. So it's a sandwich with a helmet.
But there's also only lettuce in the sandwich. I think it's a vegetarian sandwich.
I don't know when these were made. 1993, so they're not even that old. Well, I guess that's pretty old. But, yeah, I don't know. These are just going to go in a junk bin somewhere.
All right. Maybe a toy break.
Well, I don't want to smash them. Somebody probably likes them. And then
wow,
I only have one more thing that was like... Oh, this was awesome. This was stuffed in another box that we got.
Sometimes you buy a box and then there's something
like
treasure
this was just
inside.
like an old, but it was from an old DuckTales magazine. Like,
Woo-hoo.
How great is that?
And it's in like pristine condition.
Yeah, it was like kept all perfect. So a little DuckTales poster. And I only got one more thing. So do you want to do your thing?
Yeah, I'll show you my thing. So I got very excited when I saw this. How to Make a Monster. Collect the entire series, except the other series is not How to Make a Monster. So these were the Stan Winston Creatures toys that came out in... Actually, I don't know when this came out.
It was like...
Late 90s?
Yeah, probably. If I remember correctly.
2001. Early 2000. Okay. Wow. Not quite as old as I thought it was.
This was, I think, wasn't this series 2? Because wasn't there a series before this? Oh, no, they made those, like, Stan Winston, like, cats. Do you remember that line?
Yes,
and then
I do.
I think this came out after that. Stan Winston, for some reason, at one point... effects weren't doing very well, and he thought toys would be the way to go.
Yeah, obviously.
So they tried to become like, they were like, we can be better than McFarlane, and let's do what we can do, because we got great sculptors, and then their line failed miserably, and Toys R Us made them buy everything back, and it was a giant, miserable failure. Way to go, Stan Winston Studio.
Yay, toys.
See what happens when you don't know what you're doing, and you try and jump in?
All right, sweet. It came with a CD.
Cool, what's on it?
I don't know. A monster. So, if you haven't seen the movie How to Make a Monster, it's terrible, but it's awesome. I used to watch it with my dad. And it's like this video game AI comes to life and like builds itself into a monster out of spare parts in the studio and starts to kill all the video game designers. Oh man, these twist ties are really on here. So if you want to start showing your thing.
So let me just tell you what this, on the disc, It's a behind-the-scenes look at the creation of the figure. You meet the
Oh, really?
artists who worked on it throughout the entire creative process. And they try and like their whole selling line for this was like, it's the same people that bring you these awesome effects movies. So it's like you're supposed to meet those people. Like those people, they think that just because they could sculpt for movies, that they could sculpt for toys too. But
now you say
doesn't
that
always
like
work
that's
out.
not the same.
It's a different process. You got to learn a little bit more about toy design. People think that they can just design toys when they're not really toy designers.
You really need to know how the thing is manufactured and produced.
It really helps to know how to design a toy when you're designing toys.
But it also, for effects, it's a different, you know, if you can sculpt a toy, you can't necessarily sculpt for effects.
Exactly.
It goes both ways.
As proven by their failed line of toys.
Oh, it's so sad. What else was in this line?
There were Teenage Caveman, Future Mutant, How to Make a Monster Evolution Demon, Earth vs. the Spider, Quentin, Day the World Ended, The Visitor, and She Creature, Queen of the Lair. And they're cool sculptures, and they would have made great, like, maquettes or statues. But they just did this at a time when this wasn't really good anymore for toys. I would like to see this disc, though.
I would like you to see this movie.
I'm gonna
How
watch
about this?
I'll watch the movie.
Have you seen this?
No.
Look at this.
It looks very Army of Darkness.
It kind of does look Army of Darkness if you don't know what it's from right away.
I thought that when you first pointed it out that it was because it was Army of Darkness.
What did I do when I saw this?
You kind of freaked out a little bit.
All right, so articulation, it's relatively articulated. It's weird. This arm,
It's kind of got McFarlane style
Yeah.
articulation where it's not really articulated.
and it doesn't really like match on each arm. His mouth does not close. But that's okay. And it's got that flappy vinyl.
I'm excited to see who worked on it and see who the sculptors were.
This looks awesome. Though. Like it looks just like the guy from the movie. Toy form.
Well, it was sculpted by the same people.
Well, what are these weird little?
Does that even go in his foot? Like, look at the bottom of his foot.
Yeah. Well, no, I thought I would just put a flat foot on some pegs. It's just kind of a weird.
All right,
thing.
that works.
He's on there.
Is there another hole?
No,
another
he just
thing?
kind of stands in his pile of circuits.
In a
and
really strange pose.
he kind of walks in strange poses in the movie.
does he?
Like
Okay.
he's kind of like
A little
clunky.
wobbly.
Yeah, clunky and wobbly. I don't know. I think he's cool. Maybe I like him because he looks a little bit like Evil Ash. But...
It's definitely Ash. Like, it's definitely Army of Darkness inspired. It's probably the
Oh.
same people that worked on that.
Feel those. Feel the spikes.
A little
I thought they were
softness.
gonna be hard, but they were super soft. All right. Well, I don't have a lot more to say about that. He's cool, and
Like
the
his, like,
wires are like
chunk-
separate from the body. They're not sculpted on, which is nice.
His little chunk of leg.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I've never seen the movie, so I
I
don't know
think
anything
he
about this, but
takes, like, as he's killing people around the studio, he takes certain parts while he's building himself. It's a very weird movie.
I'll have to watch it.
I'm very excited about this. So this is the kind of beautiful thing you can find at a toy swap meet.
And then the last thing we got.
Oh, and I paid $20 for that, so I didn't think that was so bad because it was probably $15.
Well, it
when
was
came out.
$5 on the package that you just opened.
It was $5 on the clearance, but when it came out in 2001, it was probably $12 to $15. So I didn't really pay that much more than
Check
it was.
out what I got. A bag, 2 big old bags of army ants. They don't have their weapons, so that's because I know some of them came with like weapons and things like that.
I have to be honest. I know army, like I know what they are, but I did not have these.
Oh, you didn't play with army ants?
No, I mean I knew what they were, and my friends had them. For some reason, I didn't have them. They're kind of weird.
Yeah, they're awesome, and they're
They
little
don't really
butts.
stand straight. With
Some
their
of them
butts.
do.
Oh, ah,
Oh,
come
there's
back.
some weapons on some of them. So there's a couple guys without their weapons, couple guys with weapons.
Whoa!
Um,
He's got like a hood.
that's awesome. He's like a GI Joe mask.
It's like an exterminator.
This
This guy doesn't stand at all. How do you
I've
make him
tried to
stand?
bid on these online before, and I always lose. So I was excited to be able to find to find a bag that I can get, and it was.
What is this kind of...
I don't know if the price was good or not, but it was $10 for all of them. Which,
How is that
to
a
me,
bad?
that's
How can that
fine.
be a bad price?
Yeah, I was fine paying that.
So wait, you've actually bid on these on like eBay?
I have, and I always lose.
How do you make this guy stand?
Maybe he just doesn't, or maybe he's warped from being in the bag.
Why'd you make a toy that doesn't stand?
But these were awesome, and their little butts come off, and you
Sergeant
can
Go Army Ants?
like, trade them around.
Go Army Ants, his shirt says.
Weird.
Oh, they come off? Can
Yeah.
you squish them or something? Like,
They're a little squishy.
that's weird. Is this the Boba Fett rocket of
I guess so.
army ants? Wasn't there a short-lived cartoon?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I feel like there might have been. Do you guys remember? This one's a pirate.
I know I still
What?
have all mine from when I was a kid. They're somewhere in
This
my
is
mom's
crazy.
attic.
What is that one? He's a tank.
Yeah.
The ant is a tank.
This one I remember playing with a lot. He was one of the fun ones. All of his guns and arms and stuff.
That's kind of like an iconic one, though. Wasn't he
Yeah.
on like a lot of packaging and stuff, or commercial?
Look at him with his
commercials?
little rocket.
Why do I think there was a cartoon of these?
Maybe there was.
They all look like they're sitting on those ergonomic bouncy ball chairs.
Those didn't exist back in the
But
day.
they, like, now
It's
looking
their
at them, they look like they're
abdomens.
sitting on little bouncy ball chairs. These are great. What a great find.
So yeah, there
Good
was
job,
a lot
George.
of junk like this, and if you're into any kind of like old junky thing from the 80s, they probably have it here. Like there were bins that you could just dig through of everything.
And what was really fun for me about walking around the show that I thought was neat, we actually stayed for a few hours and said hi to some friends and walked around. But we kind of we did a circuit and walked around and bought a few things, like this guy. And then as we were walking around, it opened at 9 for the early birds, and then it opened at 11 for the non-early bird, regular attendees.
Regular birds.
Regular birds. Just the birds. Just birds. So people were still, vendors were still, coming in, setting stuff up, kind of during that whole 2 hours. And as we walked around, it was fun to watch, oh, I see some Mad Balls at that table. Then when we walked around again, it's like, oh, somebody bought all the Mad Balls. They're gone. And the guy had put something else out in its place. And so you're kind of getting new stuff as we walked around 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, there was.
I don't know, it was fun.
There
That's
were
what
a
I like
lot of
doing.
people putting out new things throughout the whole time, and it was interesting to see what was selling and what how it was cool. It was a neat show. I would recommend the show to people.
And did you or did you not buy the Archie Bunker?
I did not. If you
Anatomically
follow me on
correct.
Instagram, I did post a picture. It was Archie Bunker's grandson doll, Joey Stivic, I think, or Stivak, or I don't know, something like that. What a weird thing. There was weird Farrah Fawcett hair play set,
Yep.
weird Charlie's Angels makeup accessory kits, and all sorts. There, one guy was selling cereal boxes, old cereal boxes,
Like
and,
Freakies and Nintendo cereal.
Nintendo cereal and Donkey Kong cereal. It was cool. It was a little bit of everything here, so it was kind of a neat thing. And I'm sure there's swap meets like this, all over the place. So
Oh, yeah.
check your area for any of this kind of stuff.
And we got to see Jerome from Hyperactive Monkey. Hi, Jerome.
Yeah,
was
he
awesome.
came and took us out. It was awesome.
Had boba. Good times. It was a good show, everyone. If you're in the area, go check it out. I got one other thing because, of course, if we're driving to San Jose, there's going to be Toys R Us's along the way, and we have to stop.
Yes, we did get some
So,
things.
would you like to show yours real quick?
Yeah.
Or would you like me to show them? Well, because
Well,
mine will make sound.
I picked up a couple of Ninja Turtles. Spider Bites.
Because he's a spider, and he bites.
So I
We
got
get
this
it,
little guy.
Mikey.
He was awesome. Feel him. He's actually a nice hollow ABS,
Oh,
and then
He's way lighter
you
than I
pop
thought.
those little things in. They're separate in the package.
Oh, dude, I didn't know these were articulated.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Whoa.
And then we also got the new more cartoon accurate version of the Turtles are starting to come out now, and this is Donatello with shells.
awesome.
The shells open for storage, so it's like the bigger ones, the way the shell opens.
The 11-inch.
But now they're more
But
because
they're
the first Turtles that came out didn't really look like the cartoon at all. They were just
Right.
maybe they were
They
because
look
they
like
had to
toys.
get them out on time. Maybe they were based on concept stuff that changed as production went. So now they're more cartoon accurate.
Spider Bites bracelet.
It's awesome.
You may have him back.
Thanks.
He's awesome. Ow. He's kind of stuck. All right, the thing I got at Toys R Us was this guy. It's horror balls. And I keep meaning, every time I walk into Toys R Us, I'm like, I need to buy him, I need to buy him. And I really wanted the werewolf, but I like the sounds that the alien made better. And he was on sale for $6.50 or $7. They're usually 12. So. This is my favorite.
Are you gonna take him out of his little crate?
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. You're You're going to hear this all the time in the
Yeah,
studio.
I feel like that's going to happen.
And it just keeps going.
Oh, he's easy to undo. Just little
Oh,
clips.
good. Well, then I will cut him out in a few minutes, and this is what we got this weekend.
So, toy show. I don't know. Was there anything else? I think that was it.
I think that's pretty much
I
all
may
we
have
got.
put other stuff aside, but... So yeah, it was easy to go in and, like, I think everything I got, I only spent like $20.
I spent
I got, like,
30.
all these
You
things.
did? You spent less than me?
I think I spent $20
Dang.
at the show. 10, and then like probably $10 worth of
It was this damn Viper that put me over the top.
maybe 25, because
Okay.
there was a bunch of like $1 action figures I got too. But there were guys that had old Ninja Turtle, like carded Ninja Turtles, like
Oh, yeah.
that was cool. So yeah, it was good. It was a good show. They got a lot of good stuff there. I recommend it.
I also see now that it's kind of funny because I think Masters of the Universe classics are the new thing for people to find at shows like this.
Yeah,
It's the newest toy that people are after. So that, you know, it's like, oh, I need the blah blah. I need Orko, so I go find. You know, that's what you go look for.
There were a
at
ton
the
of
dealers.
them, but it was all people that got.
Or is the
stuff.
market saturated?
I think they all were Big Lot stuff. They were all, because there was a ton of Molars and a ton of like all the guys that you could find at Big Lots. So I think it was just a bunch of those guys getting
Okay.
Big Lot toys.
Well, enough with that event. Let's go on to some new events. Coming up this weekend, a very robot Christmas. You can check out Dave Pressler's original works, prints, books, toys, and shirts at Red Pipe Gallery in Los Angeles, California from December 14th to January 4th, redpipegallery.com.
Pipe. And Robo Toy Fest and Brick Boutique. Robots and bricks abound at the Pasadena Convention Center in Pasadena, California on December 15th. That's this weekend.
It is.
So if you're watching it live, if you're watching this when it goes up, come this weekend, Pasadena. It's free, right?
It's
to
free,
get in?
free admission.
RoboToyFest.com.
And you can come see us. We will be there. And not long after that is the Mr. Toast Show. It's new work from Dan Goodsell at Gallery 1988 East in Los Angeles, California, opening January 4th, gallery1988.com.
I believe that's the one right across from Golden Apple.
I
Melrose.
believe it is, but I get confused.
I think it is. There was a note in the thing.
that sounds
so.
correct. There's East and West, and,
And
on the
he's-
same street.
He's
and,
got all new. He's gonna, besides the regular, watercolors that he does with all the Mr. Toast stuff, which I'm sure there'll be a ton of those. He's also doing more of his spray paint art that he debuted at DesignerCon. Or I don't know if it was a debut, but he showed at DesignerCon.
And-
he's been working really hard to get all this stuff going. So
And last time, didn't he do 500 for the last show?
I don't know. There was.
I don't
a
know
lot.
if he's going to do 500, but basically he filled the gallery with those awesome little Mr. Toast,
And last time, I think, wasn't it cash and carry last time?
with things like this.
I think it was cash and carry last time.
I believe it was.
So go there on the opening day because you're going to want to be able to pick the best ones.
Yes.
Actually, they're all the best, so just go anytime.
all
But try and
awesome.
go opening day. I love the new graffiti stuff he's doing. The spray art's really cool.
Do you want to know what else is happening in January?
I do.
24-hour toy break!
Oh, God, I'm already tired.
We are going to start. It is our annual tradition. We're doing it again. We're doing that again?
We're doing that again.
2014 24-hour toy break starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Friday, January 24th. And it will go till 5 p.m. Saturday, January 25th. Of course, you can watch us right here at toybreak.com. We're going to be up for 24 hours broadcasting live. We do... we film a couple episodes. We have people come over. Ben will be here. Scott will be here. Sarah Jo will probably stop by. We have artists. We have a bunch of guests that are going to pop in from time to time. Dan Goodsell usually stops in.
This is the 6 in the morning crew.
Donuts at 5 or 6 a.m.
It's awesome.
It's really cool. And we have, sometimes people donate things that we can auction off to help the show. Actually, I know one thing that's coming that's very exciting. We'll tell you closer to the show. But very cool things are coming in.
Cool things.
And all those auctions go to help keep Toy Break on the air because we have to pay for hosting and lights and editing and equipment and so much stuff.
Hot chocolate.
Gotta pay. And the hot cider.
Hot cider.
We only drink hot drinks. All right, well, that does it for episode 288. Don't forget
Or forget. It's up to you.
that you can save money with Toy Break coupons online. You can check the show notes at toybreak.com for all the details, as well as links to... Well, actually, you probably can't get a lot of links to the stuff we talk about because you can't really get army ants.
No, but there's
very
there's
easily.
there's
But links to a lot of
sites
other
that show
stuff.
that stuff out there.
You can get links to the events and some of the other goodies that we talked about. You can also watch past episodes. You can join the contest in the forum. You can join the rousing discussions in the forum. You can, you know what you can do at Victory Deluxe?
You can get a free poster, a free Toy Break poster. All you got to do is order anything on their site and just put in the notes that you want one of the Toy Break posters, and he will include it in your order.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, it's very cool.
You can also help support the show by doing what you do every day, which is shopping on Amazon.
Yes.
Right? I know I do that every day.
Just go to thetoybreak.com, click on the Amazon link on the left there, and then just do your shopping on Amazon as normal. Doesn't cost anything extra, and we get a little kickback.
Yay! Thank you so much to everybody who takes the time to make the extra clicks.
And thanks to Amazon for doing that.
Thank you to Amazon. You can also call and leave us a voicemail at 818 Am I Good? I know we have a few voicemails to get to. I want to do it when Ben's here.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't forgotten. We haven't forgotten about you guys. You can also email us, info@toybreak.com. You can keep up with us on Facebook at facebook.com/toybreak. You can check out our toy briefs, toy girls, and full episodes at youtube.com/toybreak. And during the month of December, we're opening the Lego Advent calendars, of course, every day.
Yes.
In December. There's 3 different versions. We're doing the Friends, the City, and the Star Wars. So crazy toy times. You can also follow us on the social networks. Like Twitter, you can follow at ToyBreak. You can also follow me personally on Instagram and Twitter at Aileen Gaspar.
At George Gaspar.
And that's it.
You know what? For people that made it this far, that sit through that wrap up, we should also just say that on the 15th, we'll also be releasing the new colors of Faded and the Deadbeat. And
you just gave away what we're doing.
Golden Faded and the Deep Red Deadbeat. Do we have names for them yet? I don't know, but they're very holiday-esque. So don't forget to come back around October Toys on the 15th.
All right, well, that's it. So thank you, everyone, for watching, and we will see you next week. Same toy time, same toy channel. Bye.
Bye.